What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Uh, I'll be 100% honest. I hate doing these type of videos where it's like sit down, let me update you on a negative situation that's going on. It just sucks. I mean, it's not fun giving out kind of like bad news. I hate it, but it is part of the process of being a pro soccer player, and I really want to update you guys on everything that's going on because I have been a little bit quiet on social media, YouTube, Instagram, everything, just as I'm figuring out everything that's going on with this injury. Basically, the last time you guys saw me, I was just about to get an MRI. I filmed a little bit of that process, so here's that. So right now I'm about to get my MRI, so wish me luck.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thanks, bye. They're gonna call the office because if they have scheduled it.
Honestly, it's been very, very frustrating last few days. I was supposed to get the MRI on Monday and had the time, 4:45, all ready to go. And then they rescheduled it because of a priority somewhere else. So then I couldn't get it on Monday. And then I waited all Tuesday, and then it's Wednesday. Now I'm gonna get the MRI, come to the office. Turns out the MRI office gave the wrong address. So now I'm going over to another place. It's already been like an hour now. So I have to go to the other office and hopefully get my MRI there now. They're expecting me, it should work out. But it's just like, seems like everything's just not going the way that it should. It's like, when it rains, it pours. Alright, number 2 now. Alright, all finished. If you've never had an MRI, imagine like a little tiny tube that you have to sit in or lie in. You have to be completely still, and this huge magnet thing whirs around, and it's so loud and annoying. And you have to just sit there perfectly still for about 45 minutes. That's the MRI. So I just finished that, and now I'm just gonna go back home. So hopefully they can read that today. Worst case, they'll read that tomorrow, and then we'll figure out what the next steps are. So I just finished up the second MRI of the week. I guess, basically they didn't do a sports hernia MRI for the first time. Like there's different types of MRIs that you can get. The first MRI I got was just a pelvis MRI. And so the doctor looked at it and was like, no, he needs the sports hernia MRI, which is frustrating. Like, I don't know why the nurse or whoever, there's like a lack of communication between the doctor and the nurse that did the MRI. I should have got the sports hernia MRI and I didn't. So I had to come back in again, but hopefully they said that they're all expecting everything, so they'll get this read really quick.
A week later, I got the diagnosis of the injury, and it's exactly what I expected. It was a sports hernia, again, on my right side this time. I've had a sports hernia before on my left side, and to be 100% honest, it's exactly what I expected it to be. I mean, I've gone through this before. I've had strains of the groin, I've had strains of the abdominals, I've had other injuries, and this just felt like deja vu from 2017. The exact same sensation, the exact same pain, the exact same place. So as soon as it happened in the Portland Timbers 2 game, I knew that in my gut that it was a sports hernia. And I told you guys that it was just a little bit of tightness in the groin or a little bit of pain. Honestly, as a way of trying to convince myself too that it was just a groin strain, so that I would continue on with the rehab program with full confidence that I'd get better. Just because you don't know, sometimes these sports hernias do heal themselves. But yeah, when I felt that pain in the Portland Timbers game, I was like, yeah, it's a sports hernia again, which was pretty devastating at the time. But you put your full effort into rehab. You do everything in hopes that it really does get better. Because I mean, sometimes your mind kind of plays tricks on you, and you'll assume the worst of what an injury is when it really isn't that bad, and you'll end up getting better. I mean, people do that all the time. They're like, oh my gosh, I think that was, something serious. And then it ends up not being that bad. So I was really hoping that's what had happened. But 5 weeks later now, I still have the same pain. And it's really, like I said before, it's deja vu from 2017. when I had the sports hernia. This last weekend is kind of like a, not a last ditch effort, but more of like a kind of experimental test. We did a nerve block. So right now I'm headed to the doctor's office right now for my ablation. I think at least I'm doing a consultation at first, but most likely I'll get that nerve kind of like solderized and killed. So I'm kind of excited for it because it's like something's really going on and happening right now, and it's a lot different than usual where I just kind of go in and do rehab every day, kind of take you along with it. It should be really, really quick. I should be able to go in here, do this quick, non-invasive, procedure. They're not even gonna cut the skin, and then in like I think in a couple days, 3-4 days, I should have all the pain and numbness gone, and then like I'll be able to go on the following week on Monday, like in 4 or 5 days, and go and just test it completely out, sprint, play, and see if killing that nerve got rid of all the pain. And if it did, I'm back. Like that's it. I'm back and playing, doing everything again, which is kind of exciting and kind of scary at the same time because I don't want to get my hopes up too high. But we'll see. So we're on the way right now to the doctor's office.
Praying to the doctor god that this works. It's like you're playing on an iPad, kid's iPad.
I know. I'm just gonna have this quick lunch, 4 eggs and an orange, and then I'm gonna run off just to the apartment gym, test out the leg. I'm anxious, to be honest. Like I want to really test it, but I'm kind of scared to test it because I'm scared to sprint and then just still have that pain and then just kind of be back to square one. So I don't know. I like really want to do it, but like I'm nervous to do it. I'm walking to the gym right now. I'm really nervous. Like, I don't know, I really don't want that pain to be there. This just still was really painful. So unfortunately that it's really effective if you have like pain in a very localized area, but my pain is almost like goes from my lower abdominals across the abdominal wall down into the adductor and even a little bit in a different area, but so it's not a localized area. So the numbing kind of numbed that little area a little bit, but everywhere else is still very painful whenever I do anything from jog to kick to do a sit-up. It's like a sharp, stabbing, just debilitating pain. So I have a sports hernia. It's very eerily similar to back in 2017 when I had to go into surgery for that. I haven't seen any improvement since March 9th of the Portland Timbers game. I know the next step that I want to take, and I want to take it as soon as possible, but we're still kind of figuring out the best course of action, exactly what to do, and just, these things do take time. But yeah, I mean, it's been frustrating. I'm not going to lie. Like, I've had some pretty low periods over the last week, but I'm feeling very confident, like, especially I've been through this before. I've had it before, and I came back stronger and a better player than I ever had been. So, like, there's literally no doubt in my mind I can do it again. I'm have complete confidence in that. But it doesn't take away just how frustrating it is, especially when you start off strong. But I think mainly more than frustration even, it's just boredom. Like I'm just bored. I'm bored of watching training every single day. I'm bored of the rehab exercises. They're tedious. You have to do them. I do them with full focus and full effort, but they're not exciting workouts by any means. I'm bored of kind of just being in my apartment, just waiting for the next day of rehab, for the next week, It's hard. I mean, I'd be lying if I said that, I didn't have some days where I had some pretty sleepless nights just kind of thinking about everything. But I'm not. It's funny because I'm not like in a dark place at all. Like I'm in a really positive and good place. I'm a very confident place, I should say. I'm just in a very confident place because, like I said before, I mean, I can do it once, I can do it again, and I know exactly what to expect. I know the rehab required. I know everything. It's just time. You just kind of want to press fast forward right now and just zoom ahead. And I'm sorry for going a little quiet on social media. I'm sorry for not giving updates sooner. I don't want to do that. It's hard, like I said, things like, I got different information, things were changing a little bit. So I really had as soon as I was done editing up one video, my situation had already changed again. And I would film a new update video on that video, then my situation would change. So it was hard. And at the same time, it's also hard to pick up a camera and vlog and try to give some energy in a vlog when honestly you don't even feel like talking to anybody, let alone picking up a camera and vlogging. So the vlogging when you're not in the mood is very hard. And I mean, I'm acting like I have a hard life. It's not a hard life, but I don't know. I didn't want to make a video. I didn't want to make a video, so I kind of just procrastinated it. I don't like giving out bad news. I do really want to thank all of you for all the positive support, feedback, comments, DMs, everything, emails. Although I can't respond to every single one, which is kind of mind-blowing that I'm at that point where it's becoming overwhelming, the amount of positive feedback I have, which I'm completely, amazingly grateful for. I do read 90% of all the messages sent to me, and it really does uplift me and make me feel better every single day when just one of you guys takes the time out of your day to send me something. It's pretty surreal. So thank you so much for that. It really does mean the world to me, and I'm really, really appreciative of all of it. Now that I kind of got this video out of the way, the bad news part of the video, I'll continue to vlog the next steps, whatever the next steps are, and just kind of the full process of of the good and the bad about being a pro. But I'll be back. I understand this is not the most exciting time in a professional soccer player's life. So if you want to come back in 6 to 8 weeks, 10 weeks, when I'm back fully playing, fully having more exciting content, 100% go for it. Feel free. If you want to stick around through the entire process, feel free. If you want to leave comments about how I'll never be back and my pro career is over, I'm injury prone, I should just stop now and quit, you're more than welcome to. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put in the work, tackle every single day. I'll get back eventually, and when I do, it'll be great. So thank you again for all the support. It really means a lot, and I'll catch you on the next video. I love all you guys. Thank you very much. Peace.